Rediscovering Inner Focus. 5 Stoic Principles for Self-Mastery. Welcome to our channel, The Stoic Self. Today, we embark on a journey of self-discovery through the profound teachings of Stoic philosophy, drawing wisdom from the ancient Stoic thinkers such as Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Zeno of Citium. We explore 10 detailed principles to help you regain focus on yourself and cultivate inner strength. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy practiced by great minds throughout history, offers timeless guidance for navigating life's challenges with grace and resilience. Let's dive into these Stoic principles and discover how they can empower you to reclaim your focus and live a life of purpose. Epictetus teaches us that some things are within our control, while others are not. By focusing only on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, we free ourselves from unnecessary worry and stress. 1. The dichotomy of control, as taught by the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, is a simple yet profound concept. It reminds us that there are things within our control and things outside of our control. By embracing this dichotomy, we can free ourselves from unnecessary suffering and focus our energy on what truly matters. At its core, the dichotomy of control divides our experiences into 2 categories: things we can control and things we cannot control. The former includes our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. The latter encompasses external events, other people's actions, and the outcomes of our efforts. Epictetus famously said, "Some things are within our control, and some things are not." This simple yet profound statement encapsulates the essence of the dichotomy of control. It serves as a guiding principle for Stoics to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and resilience. Embracing the dichotomy of control is not about passivity or resignation. Instead, it's about acknowledging reality as it is and choosing where to direct our focus and energy. By accepting what is beyond our control, we can find inner peace and freedom. Practicing the dichotomy of control involves several practical steps. Firstly, it requires self-awareness and mindfulness to recognize the difference between what we can control and what we cannot. Secondly, it involves letting go of attachments to outcomes and surrendering to the present moment. Lastly, it requires taking proactive action in areas where we do have control, focusing on our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. In conclusion, mastering the dichotomy of control is essential for cultivating inner peace and resilience. By embracing this principle, we can free ourselves from the tyranny of external circumstances and focus on what truly matters: our thoughts, actions, and character. 2. Live in the present moment. Marcus Aurelius reminds us to embrace the present moment fully, for it is the only time we truly have. By practicing mindfulness and being fully present in each moment, we cultivate a sense of inner peace and clarity. Living in the present moment, as taught by Stoic philosophers, is about embracing the here and now with full awareness and acceptance. It's about letting go of the past and future and finding contentment in the present. Stoic philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus emphasized the importance of living in the present moment. Their teachings offer timeless wisdom on how to cultivate mindfulness and find peace amidst life's chaos. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." These words remind us to anchor ourselves in the present and savor each moment. Living in the present moment is not about ignoring the past or neglecting the future. It's about recognizing that the only moment we truly have is now. By fully immersing ourselves in the present, we can experience life more deeply and authentically. Practical applications. Host. Practicing living in the present moment involves mindfulness and self-awareness. It means paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. It's about being fully engaged in whatever we're doing, whether it's eating, walking, or working. Stoic philosophy teaches us that true contentment comes from accepting the present moment as it is. By letting go of desires and expectations, we can find peace and fulfillment in the here and now. Living in the present moment also cultivates resilience and inner strength. When we're fully present, we're better equipped to handle life's challenges with grace and composure. We become more adaptable and resourceful in the face of adversity. Living in the present moment is a foundational principle of Stoic philosophy. By embracing the here and now with mindfulness and acceptance, we can find peace, joy, and fulfillment in every moment of our lives. 3. Accept external events with equanimity. Seneca advises us to accept external events with equanimity, recognizing that we cannot control the circumstances of our lives. By surrendering to what is and focusing on our response, we cultivate resilience and inner strength. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher and statesman, lived during the tumultuous times of ancient Rome. Despite facing numerous challenges and adversities, Seneca's philosophy of acceptance with equanimity remains as relevant today as it was centuries ago. Seneca's teachings on Stoicism emphasize the importance of accepting external events with equanimity. He believed that true freedom and peace of mind come from accepting what is beyond our control and focusing on our response to it. Seneca wrote, "Fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant." These words remind us that external events are often beyond our control, and resisting them only leads to suffering. Instead, we must learn to accept fate with equanimity and embrace whatever comes our way. Accepting external events with equanimity is not about resignation or defeatism. It's about recognizing that life is inherently unpredictable, and we must adapt and flow with the currents of fate. By cultivating equanimity, we can find peace and serenity amidst life's chaos. Practicing acceptance with equanimity involves mindfulness and self-awareness. It means observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment and responding to external events with grace and composure. It's about focusing on what we can control: our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, rather than fixating on what we cannot. Seneca teaches us that true resilience lies in our ability to endure and overcome adversity with dignity and strength. By accepting external events with equanimity, we cultivate a mindset of resilience and fortitude. We learn to navigate life's challenges with grace and courage. Accepting external events with equanimity also cultivates contentment and inner peace. When we relinquish our attachment to outcomes beyond our control, we can find solace in the present moment and appreciate life's blessings, no matter how small. Seneca's philosophy of accepting external events with equanimity offers valuable insights into how we can find peace and resilience in an unpredictable world. By embracing this principle, we can live with greater serenity, wisdom, and grace. 4. Cultivate virtue and moral excellence. Zeno of Citium teaches us that the goal of life is to live in accordance with nature, which for Stoics means cultivating virtue and moral excellence. By embodying virtues such as wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice, we align ourselves with the natural order of the universe. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, believed that true happiness and fulfillment come from living in accordance with nature and cultivating virtue. His philosophy emphasizes the importance of developing moral excellence and embodying virtuous qualities in our thoughts and actions. Zeno's teachings on Stoicism lay the foundation for living a life of virtue and moral excellence. He believed that the key to a meaningful and fulfilling life lies in cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. Zeno wrote, "The goal of life is living in agreement with nature." These words remind us that true fulfillment comes from aligning ourselves with the natural order of the universe and living in harmony with the principles of virtue. Cultivating virtue and moral excellence is not just about following a set of rules or guidelines. It's about cultivating a mindset of integrity, honesty, and compassion in all aspects of our lives. By embodying virtuous qualities, we can live with purpose and meaning. Practicing virtue and moral excellence involves mindfulness and self-awareness. It means reflecting on our actions and intentions and striving to align them with the principles of virtue. It's about making ethical choices even when no one is watching. Zeno teaches us that true happiness and fulfillment come from living with integrity and honor. By cultivating virtue and moral excellence, we can build a strong foundation for a meaningful and fulfilling life. We become more resilient in the face of challenges and more compassionate towards others. Living a life of virtue and moral excellence also requires courage and fortitude. It means standing up for what is right, even in the face of adversity. By embodying courage, we inspire others and create positive change in the world. Zeno's philosophy of cultivating virtue and moral excellence offers valuable insights into how we can live with integrity and honor. By embracing this principle, we can become the best version of ourselves and make a positive impact on the world. 5. Develop self-discipline and willpower. Epictetus reminds us that true freedom comes from mastering ourselves. By practicing self-discipline and exercising our willpower, we gain control over our desires and impulses, allowing us to live with integrity and purpose. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, believed that true freedom comes from mastering ourselves. His philosophy emphasizes the importance of self-discipline and willpower in achieving our goals and living a virtuous life. Epictetus's teachings on Stoicism focus on the power of the human will and the importance of self-mastery. He believed that we have the ability to control our thoughts, emotions, and actions, regardless of external circumstances. Epictetus wrote, "No man is free who is not master of himself." These words remind us that true freedom comes from within, from our ability to control our desires and impulses. Developing self-discipline and willpower is not just about resisting temptation or exerting control over ourselves. It's about cultivating a mindset of strength, resilience, and integrity. By mastering ourselves, we can overcome any obstacle and achieve our highest potential. Practicing self-discipline and willpower involves mindfulness and self-awareness. It means being conscious of our thoughts and actions and making deliberate choices that align with our values and goals. It's about setting boundaries, sticking to our commitments, and persevering in the face of challenges. Epictetus teaches us that true strength lies in our ability to endure and overcome adversity with dignity and grace. By developing self-discipline and willpower, we cultivate a mindset of resilience and fortitude. We become more resilient in the face of challenges and more confident in our ability to achieve our goals. Living with self-discipline and willpower also requires integrity and honesty. It means being true to ourselves and our values, even when it's difficult. By embodying integrity, we earn the respect of others and inspire trust and confidence. Epictetus's philosophy of developing self-discipline and willpower offers valuable insights into how we can master ourselves and live with integrity. By embracing this principle, we can overcome any obstacle and achieve our highest potential. Until next time,